Hello and welcome back in another tutorial where I will be covering arrays. So arrays are basically multiple values in one variable. So let's say I have uh, a value of age and I have another value of age and we call it h2, and then another one which equals 25. As you can see, you have to declare every variable for a new value, and that's a bit first of all it uses a lot of memory, and it's for the programmer it's really hard to make every value. So they came up with a thing called arrays, and an array, let's first make an array. So h equals new array of integer with 5 values. So what I've done now is I've created an array called age, and it can store 5 integers. So you may be asking, how do I access those memory, those indexes? So you just place the variable name, then add these brackets, and then you enter the value of the index. Let's say 3. Oh, by the way, this number cannot be more than well, basically it starts at 0 and it ends in this case it ends with 4. So you don't start with 1 and then end with 5. No, you start with 0 and end with 4. So the amount of places minus 1. So if we want a really easy way of getting the last index position, you basically type the variable name and then length minus 1, and this will always access the highest index, the last index. So now we can assign a variable to it, a value to it, and now if you want to print it out, you can really easy just give the index and it will print it out. As you can see, it returned 14. So let's say we change this to 2 and this to 2 as well, and it will get the value 14 again. So it's a really nice way of storing storing many values in one variable. So you can combine this with a for loop as well, or a while loop, but I think of a for loop is much handier. So I'm gonna create a for loop, and the statement is gonna be if I is less than length. So what this is gonna do is it at age, so it basically goes through all of the indexes in age. So in this case there are 5 slots, and it goes through all 5 of them. So in here it basically chooses which index you want. So it's I, and then it assigns the value I to it. So if we run, it won't do anything, but if we create another for I statement and we assign the same thing here to it, and I don't know why I copied it, but you probably don't have this template. I will be doing a tutorial on templates because they're very handy. It's like this template. So let's get back to this again. So I want to print out every value that's in H. So as you can see, it starts with 0. So at the first slot the value is 0. At the second slot it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Not 5 because you don't well, let's see. I'm going to show it gives you an error when you let's say we want to access slot 5, actually 6. As you can see, it gives an array index out of bounds exception because it doesn't know an index with 5, because indeed you have given it 5 slots, but it starts with 0 to 4 in this case, so 5 is out of bounds. And if we change this to 50, it would be perfectly legit, but and in this case 4 as well. So as you can see, it just returns this value. So yeah, you can use arrays basically for every data type. You can use string arrays, double arrays, float arrays, even objects, and I will be going into objects later, but not in this tutorial. So yeah, that's basically it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial I wanna talk a bit about methods and stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.